Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're discussing one of Cartoon Network's greatest shows, Steven Universe.
Created by Rebecca Sugar, the show is a coming-of-age story told from the perspective of Steven, the youngest member of the Crystal Gems, a team of magical guardians who protect the Earth.
Right. And at first it seems pretty simple, and I know it probably was perceived as simple when it came on, because I do remember lots of advertisements for it. They were really pushing the show, and they were like, oh, meet the Crystal Gems, meet the newest member of Cartoon Network, and they have really pushed it for a while. And I didn't know till quite some time later, when the show was into like its third season, I think, that a lot of people had loved this show and had gathered a very big fan base. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them were also Adventure Time fans. So because she had worked on that too with some of the music and her doing her own show, she had really reached another level of popularity because she had been well known for the songs in Adventure Time. Mm-hmm. And now she got to do way more original songs on here, and pretty much all of them are very catchy and they have a certain mood to them. Mm-hmm. And you see people like know the lyrics from heart, especially from the intro or when characters have their own, and it's really become a standout show for Cartoon Network and animation in general. Because because people of all ages watch this show, and the only sad thing is that it's coming to an end this year with one final series. Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say that I was really pleasantly surprised when we began watching this and we got the DVDs. I did not expect to like it as much as I do. The characters are unique, of course, and they're well developed, and they're very distinct from each other. Steven is adorable, and it was awesome when we watched a lot of the extras that were on the disc that Rebecca Sugar created this in honor of her brother, mm-hmm. and a song, she was singing those type of songs to him and with him, and it made it very endearing. I mean, it was just totally unexpected to hear all of this. I'm like, wow, her brother must really love her. Oh my gosh, my sister read me a series.
Right. And we definitely need to give a shout out to the voice cast for the show, because everyone is very well casted for each of the characters. Like Zach Callison as Steven, and
who's grown up literally with the show.
Yes, and now as you can see, the character now looks different to match. You have Estelle as Garnet,
who I know as the singer, first and foremost, the British singer. Yes.
Right. You have Dee Dee. What's her last name? Dee. I'll just say Dee. Yeah. As Pearl.
Michaela Dietz.
Right. As Amethyst, and just quite a bit of voices, whether it be celebrity voice actors, or just regular people.
D. Bradley Baker's line, you can't not mention him.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he's always a lovable animal. And we also got to mention Kate Michucci as Sadie, as you know, from Webby, or Julie, or whatever other
character. Now.
Yeah. So they've had quite a bit of stars on here, too. And usually they save these really big time stars.
Jasper.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a surprise.
And Sinbad, that was the biggest shock, as Mr. Smiley. We were like, what? Oh my gosh. He's one of our Nana's favorite comedians, so that one there was really a surprise. Right. And that's the only thing that got her to watch an episode or two. And then you even had Ian Jones-Quartey make an appearance. Yeah. And it was so funny when we saw, I said, this is where KO came from. Kept saying, that's KO. It's what KO.
Right, because when we saw like Sadie and Lars and other characters, like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yes, definitely. So and he was inspired.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
And since he worked on this show, it makes total sense how KO came to be. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the episodes, I remember watching this, I think back when it was first airing. And then I kind of quit, maybe because I wasn't into it at the time it came out.
Because you're watching so many other things.
Right. Yeah. And I lost touch with the show after the first season. And I only remember like 2 episodes that were my favorites and the standout. And one was Too Many Birthdays and Mirror/Ocean Gym. Mm-hmm. Those were my favorites from watching. And I really remembered those when we were rewatching season 1 again.
You really have to watch the series in its entirety to really understand the entire show and the characters themselves.
Right.
So I'm really glad that we are continuing with this. We are now on season 3, and season 1 in itself was really informative and
Yes.
fun, and just laid the groundwork for what was to come.
Right.
And so the way that this show is written is a perfect example of how to develop characters, how to make a show interesting, how to make not only the arc grow, but the characters grow themselves.
Right.
It's just very well
Right.
done.
Right.
Absolutely.
And this format kind of has where they have fun. They're still protecting the earth. They're getting these sort of rogue monster gems, and they capture them in a little bubble so they don't cause any more damage. And you kind of have to reveal who are the crystal gems, what are their powers, where are they from, why are they on Earth, how do they get to Earth. Everything is revealed slowly, and it leads up to the climax where the Earth is invaded by a few of the gems from their home planet, and they were trying to, I guess, take them out so they could do whatever they wanted to Earth again, because clearly it's not the first time they've done it.
Right. So the cliffhanger was great, leading into season 2. And I know the people who originally watched this as the series aired, or has aired, I should say, well, we miss it a lot when it's gone.
Right.
It's just as endearing and just as captivating as Star and Gravity Falls and Avatar and other series that just knew how to make an animated series right.
Right. And definitely got to mention, like we said, the show will be ending, I believe, this year. I think this year or 2020 with Steven Universe Future, because as we know, the show has had 5 seasons for its original series. There was a TV movie called Steven Universe the Movie, which was supposed to be like the closing thing to the show. And then there's a concluding limited series called Steven Universe Future, which was supposed to tie up the unsolved questions and stuff from the original series. And that will be the end of the show. And people are, like we said, very disappointed that it's coming to an end because of how, you know, they grew attached to it.
So since we're doing season 1, quickly tell them the synopsis. A brief one for season 1.
It's basically, you know, the crystal gems on Earth, they protect the Earth from these bad gems, but you don't know why or how until it gets close to the end of the season, and you know there's incoming danger. And you know, Steven, his mother was also a gem who had to give up her form to give birth to him, so now he's part gem, part human.
And his dad is human, type of Homer-esque character.
Right. And he's learning what his powers are, and you know who his mother was, since he never got to meet her. So it becomes a really big, as they said, coming of age story, and you know, finding out who he is, who his mother was, and you find out more about this world in a beach city.
And you also find out the gems really do love him. At first, when you start watching it, it seems more like it's just something they do in honor of his mom because she was a gem. We're gonna watch him, but as you see more of the show and the characters grow, you see they really love him, will do whatever it takes to protect him, and they really see him as their child.
Right, especially with Garnet, because you can tell she has the strongest bond with him, and she's way more of like the motherly type with him. Like, I guess she's the strong mother, and then Pearl's the no nonsense, but like, oh, you better do this and the stuff, and annoying everybody. Amethyst is, I guess, the cool mom, where she lets him do whatever he wants. So, if you have of course, you've probably seen Steven Universe. If you have, please let us know what you thought of this first season, or when you first saw the show as it was airing.
And what made it special for you to continue watching it.
Right. So, thank you so much for watching, and tune in for the Season 2 podcast for this show. I'm Mask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.